by step. 1. Importing libraries. You import the necessary libraries: Pandas for data manipulation, Re for regular expressions, OpenPython for reading and writing Excel files. 2. Setting display options. You configure Pandas to display all rows, all columns, full content in each column, and no width restriction. This makes it easier to see the entire dataset when you print it. 3. File path setup. You define the folder path where your input and output files are stored. Folder path holds the directory. Input file name is the name of the Excel file you want to clean. Sheet name is the sheet in that file containing the raw data. You combine these to form the full path to the input file path. Similarly, you define paths for the output file path, and the issues file path. Loading data. You load the data from the specified Excel file and sheet into a Pandas data frame, DF. Then you print how many rows were loaded and a preview of the first few rows. String cleanup. You strip leading and trailing spaces from the data column and remove underscores. Fixing missing spaces. You use a regular expression to ensure there's a space between the order ID and customer name if they were merged together, like X2025-001 John becoming X2025-001 John. Extracting fields. You define a regex pattern to extract specific fields from each row. Order ID, X2025-001, customer name up to the first and second S, state up to the next minus, category from the code, sales, a number which can be integer or decimal. This pattern ensures the sales field can be either an integer or a decimal, making it more robust. Identifying issues. You create a data frame of rows that didn't match the pattern, which helps you see which records couldn't be processed correctly. You print the number of such rows and a preview of the first few. Converting data types. You convert the sales column to a numeric type so it can handle numbers properly. Any values that can't be converted become none. Creating a summary. You create a summary data frame that records how many total records were processed, how many were cleaned and written to the output, and how many had issues. You save the cleaned data, the summary, and the issues, if any, into a new Excel file with 3 sheets. 1 sheet for the cleaned data, 1 sheet for the summary, 1 sheet for the issues. You print a final summary of how many records were processed, how many were cleaned, and how many had issues, providing a clear report of the entire process. In essence, your script loads data, cleans and structures it, identifies and logs any problematic rows, and saves everything into a new Excel file with detailed reporting.
Okay, so this is the Excel file, okay, data cleaning sample, and we have in the data sheet, so which is raw data, okay, which we got from customer saying to clean this data into separate columns. Okay, so I'm using this Python script which I just explained, and once I run, we should get a clean data output Excel. Okay, let me run. So like we see here, okay, so here total 10,000 rows got processed, and this is the raw data, and total rows did not match the pattern 0. Okay, and clean data preview. This is the clean data. Okay, and this is the summary data returned to Excel file. Total record processed 10,000, clean rows written 10,000, rows of issues 0. Let me quickly open the clean data Excel. This is the clean data which got returned. Okay, now as you can see here, we got order ID, customer name, city, state, category, sales, okay, in the data sheet. And in the summary sheet, we got the summary like total records processed 10,000, clean rows written 10,000. Okay, so now this is like a best case. Okay, so let's say we got some issues. So to see that one, let me comment out this pattern. Okay, and let me use this pattern. Okay, so here basically this pattern, the sales, it only accepts decimals for sales. So we have few records which will fail for this kind of scenario. So now let me so this clean data Excel is deleted, and now if I run the same code, let me quickly show you. Okay, so raw data loaded 10,000, and this is the raw data which is from this Excel, which we got it from client, and total rows did not match the pattern. As you see, like 128 rows which didn't match, and this is the preview of first 5 rows, and you see the clean data preview, this one. Now when we see the summary, total records processed is 10,000 and rows written is 9,872. Rows with issue is 128. Now let's quickly check the clean data Excel which written. Okay, so here you see this is the clean data with order ID, customer name, city, state, category, sales. So now if we see the summary, total records processed 10K and clean rows written is 9,872 and rows with issue is 128. Now if you want to check the records which had issues, it will be written in the data issues sheet. Okay, so this is like 128 records. If you see here, the count is 129, so it's like including this header, so it's 128 records. So these are the 128 records which had issues which didn't get processed. So our summary clearly shows like total how many records were processed and how many records are written and how many we got issues, and the data which had issues is written in separate data issue sheet, and the clean data is written in the data sheet. So this, let's quickly summarize. So basically, by using this code, the Python code, we can read this Excel, the raw data which we get from customer, to clean it in a way which they are requesting. So this basically writes the clean data Excel, and in the separate sheets. The clean data will be written in data sheet, and we have a summary of how many records got processed, clean rows written, rows with issues, and if there are any issues, so it will be written to separate sheet with data issues. Okay, so we can check and we can figure out like what exactly the issue is. Like in this case, I demonstrated just to show you the issue. So basically in the sales, it only accepts decimals for sales, so that was the issue. So we fixed this here. So this is the correct one which I showed earlier, which loaded the data without any issues. So let me quickly run once again to show you the data without issues. Okay, so I commented the issue one again, and this is the correct pattern which is supposed to be loaded. And once we run this code again, now if you see the summary, total records processed 10,000, clean rows written 10,000, rows with issue is 0. Let's quickly check the clean data Excel which got written. So as you see, the clean data, we have order ID, customer name, city, state, category, sales, and if you see the summary, now we don't have any data issues. Okay, so clean records processed is 10K and clean rows written is 10K, rows with issues are 0. I hope this helps to see how the Python code simplifies the process of cleaning the data. Alright, thank you.